What's up, hungry ones? Welcome to Quarter Munchers. I, of course, am Johnny.
And I am the only match. Yeah.
Yeah! Always.
Ha!
Always with the
uh,
Hetfield. So, welcome to the Quarter Munchers LiveCast. If you are new here, and you haven't yet, there's a follow button right down below. Do feel free to slam that at will. I know I
oh
met
yeah.
I met a
Or
whole bunch of
subscribe
you.
button if you're watching on YouTube.
Also, yes. This will be up there. Yes, this will this will be up on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I can words. So, yes, I met a fair few new people at the World Video Game Hall of Fame inductions this past week, which we will get to in between all of the amazing home improvement products that I've been having to do. And by home improvement, I mean I don't want my house to flood.
Good times.
Also, if you are in one of the major flooding areas right now, do be safe. It's raining like a cow pissing on a flat rock up here in the Northeast.
Yeah.
Um, I thought I had somewhere else to go with that, but I don't. So, that was my PSAs. Alright, let's get into the fucking news.
Yeah, buddy.
Alright, so the first thing, yes, as I talked about, this past Thursday, right here in my hometown of Rochester, New York, where it is housed, the World Video Game Hall of Fame has inducted 4 new members into its class from a... Oh, that's not it. There it is. From a pool of 12, which included Final Fantasy VII, Microsoft Solitaire, the original Mortal Kombat, Myst, Portal, Resident Evil, and Wii Sports, we got the following. Donkey Kong Country... See, you were talking Donkey Kong Country at the beginning of the show, and I just said it.
See? Also, could they not... Did they really have to do, like, the cheap bar top toy for Donkey Kong? That
For the sake
seems
of
a little...
for the sake of picturing it, yes, but in the actual like area within the museum, they have the cabinet. They have.
They better. God damn it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I think that was one of the first things they tried to acquire,
Yeah.
when doing anything. But the original Donkey Kong arcade machine, notwithstanding the Tiger Electronics doodad you see in the picture here. Uh,
Ugh.
Halo Combat Evolved, Pokemon Red and Green, and Street Fighter II: The World Warrior.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Yes. So, as I said, that happened right here in my hometown. I got to go to the induction ceremony. It was a great time.
Yeah. Tell us about it, Johnny.
All right. So, first of all, to the entire crew at the Museum of Play and the International Center for the History of Electronic Games, thank you for being so accommodating to us. Thank you for everything you're doing for the industry and the history of these games. And from someone who has the biggest set of nostalgia goggles, thank you for existing. Because as they did it, they had like the 4 things behind, black, like black. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like fabric,
Yeah,
curtains.
sheets. Yes,
Yes.
as you can kind of see. Oh, here we go. Right here on the ye old our Instagram page, which is at Quarter Munchers. You can kind of see it right here in
Oh,
the
yeah.
background. Here, it's got the black fabric over things. Donkey Kong was the first out. That's where the cabinet was.
Okay.
But for the sake of making a little like 1,000 by 500 pixel image,
Yeah.
it wasn't really prudent to get all the cabinet in there. And as J.P. Dyson, the vice president of the International Center for History of Electronic Games, or ICHEG from here on out, because it's way easier to say, I showed up wearing my Street Fighter II t-shirt.
Yeah.
Obviously,
He was on the news.
yes,
He's a famous boy now.
I will get to my appearance on my local news channel, and apparently the local news channel of our neighboring city, Buffalo, which was a word for word restory. I think it's just because it's affiliates of the company that owns that
Yeah.
channel. Street Fighter II was then inducted off of this cabinet right here. upon further inspection, it is. I asked them about this because I'm a preservationist and everything, and I walked up
Yeah.
and the joysticks look new, the buttons look new, and I was like, oh, I mean, I can't imagine there's any Street Fighter 2 machine out there that looks that pristine. So I had questions. Um, as a
Yeah. Is it a refurb?
sort of, what they were trying to do is they were trying to find an original cabinet that didn't have uh, all new, like, replaced bezels and new artwork and everything. Because
Yeah.
effectively what they did, because since it was the CPS2, it was so easy to throw boards in and out and in and out. It was,
Yeah.
they were trying to find one that had, like, the original board that was in there. And they came across this Champion Edition cabinet that was just haggard. Like, yeah, I could see down here on, like, the rubberized the rubber grips over here. It was all torn up, and,
Yeah.
like, people ran into it. And I mean, I don't expect arcade cabinets to not look lived in. In fact, I appreciate them for looking lived in.
Yeah.
But from what they were saying, I haven't seen the photos yet because they're still putting the piece together on how they restored this. When they got it, it looked like it should have gotten wheeled in while playing the, like, Angel by Sarah McLachlan.
Oh man.
Like,
One of those fucking photo sets people put up on Imgur of like adopting stray dogs, that kind of thing.
yeah, of, like, just it was just haggard, and I feel like if I saw it in its state, I probably would have gotten a little misty eyed because like, I get the same thing whenever I see, like, beat up video games or arcade cabinets or anything like that people get when they see these shelter animals. I get, like, really sad about it. I'm like, but why would you do that? But they were able to find all the original colored buttons and the Suzo Hap sticks and buttons and things like that as new old stock. Like, these are actually what you would have ordered back in the 90s when you were trying to fix up your arcade machine because you put it near alcoholics or
Nice.
5-year-olds. I should have fizzed. I just fizzed
5-year-old alcoholics.
It'll happen.
Well, I'm sure it has in, Alabama and probably Arizona, all over the place.
Well,
Not in Nevada. We get 5-year-old meth addicts.
well, we just nixed off two states we can't tour to.
I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm sure there are 5-year-old alcoholics in fucking Oregon too, in Seattle, but they're all beer snobs. So who wants to hang out with them?
But
You can't even do multiplication yet, and you're already telling me that fucking, like, sours are overrated. Go fuck yourself, kid. Learn what going and fucking yourself means in 10 years, and then go do it. Hypothetical child with terrible life problems.
the hops in this one are
They use Cascade hops in this, and I simply shut the fuck up.
I can just picture it being said by a 5-year-old, and it's fucking adorable to me.
Oh god. Yeah, it wouldn't be like the fancy voice. It'd be like, the hops in this one are Cascade, and that's simply not as good as... It makes me mad that they use Cascade hops. It's like...
I appreciate...
I hope this kid never exists. Oh god.
I appreciate that you, it was mad.
Yeah, I stole that from the Grumps.
Oh, see, that's a bit I don't actually remember. But
oh, yeah.
But this is a brilliantly restored Street Fighter 2 cabinet too. So to Shannon, the curator, and your team of, preservationists, kudos. It's great.
Yeah.
And it's playable too. It's up on their second floor where they have all the art, like, artifacts and old, like, artwork and stuff like that, and just collect, like, stuff to be collected.
Yeah.
It's also cool because in the actual Hall of Fame thing, they have, like, collections of stuff for each game. When World of Warcraft got inducted in the first year they did that, they actually have a decommissioned server that was signed by the entire server maintenance team.
Nice. That's awesome.
I have a picture of it somewhere. I don't have it ready though, so rather than we're doing it live, I'll get it together for next week.
Yeah, we need to stop making that joke anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking
Got to get on this
after
shit.
what came out in the last, yeah. Anyway, so I'm glad that they found like an actual like original Street Fighter cab because that's definitely becoming rarer and rarer. As like, I mean, it's kind of always been a thing where like arcade cabinets get refurbished and stripped down and redone as other games over the years.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and especially nowadays with like a lot of people who love to build main boxes and stuff, like they'll just get like an old whatever cabinet and take off all the artwork, bezels, everything, and redo it all, which is kind of cool. But it's like, couldn't you just make a cabinet at that point rather than taking
Then
apart something that's potentially a piece of history?
exactly, and
But
that was actually
yeah,
that was a problem that they were having that I was talking to them about was like they
yeah,
would get all the cabinets that were were gutted to make I think they're called phantom cabinets or something like that. Um,
yeah,
but they did such a wonderful job with that. I can't wait to go and play it myself when it goes up into its collection upstairs. Um,
yeah,
the Donkey Kong they had for the longest time, and that's one of the first machines I hit when I go visit there. Um,
yeah.
the first is always Donkey Kong Jr. though. That was my favorite over like of the whole Donkey Kong games like in the arcade.
Yeah.
Junior was my favorite. I'm pure garbage at it now. When I was a kid, I was great though.
Oh
Um,
man.
so and then
Somehow I
go ahead.
managed. I never played a Donkey Kong Jr. cab.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of the like weird like for some reason I just never like ran into one in the wild as a kid or throughout pretty much my entire life. Like I've seen a couple like the pool I used to swim at had a Donkey Kong original cab for like years along with like a Paperboy. Um but yeah, never run into Donkey Kong Jr. out in the wild despite the fact that like it's a really popular game.
Yeah, it's and from I imagine it to be fairly common in terms of uh its existence.
Yeah.
But huh.
Anyway, yeah.
Well, come to
Fun
Rochester.
facts.
I was gonna say come to Rochester. I'll take you to the museum to play.
Hooray. And we
Uh,
can go see all the abandoned Kodak buildings.
yeah, most
Oh,
of
did
them.
I make Johnny sad?
Well, most of them have been dealt with effectively. And the
Oh,
one
okay.
and the ones that haven't, they've actually sold off and are actually being made into like good industrial buildings and things like that.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
like there's a lot of them moved out because there's a big thing where we actually park our trucks for the company I work for. It's called
Hmm.
Rochester Tech Park. It used to be like a big Kodak thing. Now it's got Pepsi bottling plants, and it's got actually a Sutherland call center that uh, works for Activision
Oh,
for
nice.
their call center. So basically, if you call the customer service line and need something about your Call of Duty account or your World of Warcraft account, likely you're talking to somebody from here.
Nice.
So it's nice that they're repurposing a lot of the buildings that they weren't using, and obviously they probably need the money anyway. So
Yeah.
the third game, of course, was Pokemon, which didn't actually doesn't obviously have a cabinet, so they just made a blown up Game Boy with the image on it, which actually came out really well, I thought.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah.
and that statue, I know they've made quite a bit of those, but we used to have the exact same statue outside of our store at I worked at a store called Game Station. Excuse me. When we were in the mall, we had that statue that we would put kind of like out in the front gate, like midway through.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, "Oh, it's Pikachu!" Like people would like wave. We didn't. There weren't camera phones back then. Otherwise, I'm sure selfies would be abound. But every
Yeah.
so often, Pikachu would get violated. One would
Oh boy.
put like their hand behind its head and be like, because it's dick level if you're tall enough.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
ugh. And I would just look out in the hallway and just go, "That's like the fourth time today. Come on, guys,
Yeah.
originality." Um, but yeah, that statue has existed, and I'm not sure what the owner did with it. I hope he gave it away. If not, that's taking up a lot of space in his house.
Yeah. I don't know. It probably. I've found like weird like Super Mario statues in a couple of like antique stores around like Reno. Just random shit. Fucking
We actually have one of our mom and pop game stores around here has a Fox McCloud one that's about that same size.
huh.
Um,
Yeah,
and
it's interesting, man. They used to make statues back in the day. Now it's all like cardboard.
yeah, it's all
Fucking
like standees and flimsy
yeah,
knockover bullshit.
yeah,
Um, and then the fourth was Halo Combat Evolved, which they lugged their giant Halo statue that they had upstairs down. Um,
yeah. Halo. He doesn't afraid of anything.
uh, honestly, though, I am actually really happy to see Halo get in there because I mean that was
Yeah,
in terms
it
of
was
like
a.
God,
I was just gonna say it was a big part of like bringing multi. It. I mean, how do I put this? It was an important game. It was a very big cultural force. Even when it came out with the first game, like it was the game to play. You know, when you go over to your friend's house or your
yes,
buddy's having a birthday party or something, Halo was hot shit.
yeah, like
Um,
Halo is effectively that generation's GoldenEye. Um,
yeah, pretty much.
and
That's a great way of putting it.
yeah,
Thinking like it brought shooters to the home console, except GoldenEye did.
yeah, GoldenEye did
But
that,
yeah,
but like that speed and that pacing of a first person shooter,
oh yeah, like
was
that Quake feel.
yeah, like there was speed, running around was fast, and you actually had to like think and move fast. Like GoldenEye, you could take your time with a little bit, but um,
Yeah,
like Halo, it felt like constant sense of urgency.
yeah.
Gosh, I am fumbling today. Um,
Uh,
happy to see it because I've dumped a lot of time into Halo, and I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the original trilogy, and I remember I almost threw my CRT out the window when I was in college when Halo 2 gave us that legendary cliffhanger.
eh,
Um, so yeah, those are the four games inducted into the World Video Game Hall of Fame this year. Um,
yes. Where are the additions?
absolutely, and I was reading on a few articles, article sites that I read that covered this. And normally the comment section is littered with the nerd equivalent of political discourse.
Oh
Um,
boy.
this actually wasn't. It was like, oh yeah, all these deserve to be in there. I think the general consensus was, wow, Donkey Kong wasn't in there first.
Yeah.
Um, and to an extent, I sort of agree with that thought process, but um, what's made it in there beforehand? Like Mario Brothers made it in there, Tetris made it in there, World of Warcraft made it in there because of its cultural reach. Basically, I mean,
Yeah.
it is the quintessential MMO. It brought you know that game further out than EverQuest ever could have,
Yeah.
or did for that matter.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like in my brain, I'm like, well, EverQuest really blazed the path for a world or ugh. EverQuest blazed the path and established a lot of the tropes and gameplay of MMOs. But yeah, WoW has had a much bigger cultural impact.
Right.
I mean, there's at least one episode of fucking goddamn. Well, I mean, they've done everything, but South Park. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Like, there's an episode of South Park about WoW. There isn't one,
Oh God.
about fucking EverQuest.
Oh, that was such a
They don't
good
even have an
episode
episode
too.
of Simpsons about EverQuest, and that show's as old as me.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, so those four games join World of Warcraft, Tetris, Super Mario Brothers, Pong. Obviously, Pong had to be in there first. Pac-Man, of course, also had to be in there first, and the original Doom.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the inaugural class of 2015. 2016 brought us Space Invaders, Sonic the Hedgehog, The Sims, The Oregon Trail, and The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all of these games deserve to be recognized in the manner which they are, and I'm so happy that
Yeah.
there is an organization devoted to giving them that sort of a platform. Because every induction that they had, there was like a short video that played after, or actually, three of them had videos. One actually had one of the heads of not 505 Studios, 343 Industries, the lead
Mm.
producer of Halo, Jack O'Connor, I believe his name was. If I botched your name, sir, I'm sorry. Was actually there and talked about how honorable it was to be in the Hall of Fame. It was cool they actually got one person out there to talk, because I know having to fly out Don Stevens from Nintendo of America, who did a short video package to thank the International Center for the History of Electronic Games. I'm trying to talk as fast as Philip DeFranco does, and it's not working. Um,
Yeah.
he talks like the Micro Machines guy, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. That
Um,
shit takes practice.
it does. When Street Fighter got inducted, there was a great video package shown about like old footage of the arcades of Japan playing Street Fighter, followed up by a heartfelt message from Ono-san himself,
Nice.
which I thought was cool. I can't exactly remember what they did for Pokemon, because I think I was still like over the moon that Street Fighter made it in. I was half in and out of that speech. Um, but you can actually watch the entire induction ceremony on their Facebook page. It is facebook.com/ICHEG. If I remember correctly. What is that? No.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's a good mnemonic to remember it. It's facebook.com/ich. Oh, am I coming through a little choppy or something?
why is that?
I was getting like an echo or something weird
Oh,
from
I'm
my
I'm
end, I
trying.
think.
I'm working with different mic placements, so it might have been really close to the.
Oh,
Anyway,
weird. Anyway.
so yeah, that is the World Video Game Hall of Fame. Do check out the website. It is museumofplay.org. Follow the links to get to the International Center for the History of Electronic Games. They're on Facebook at facebook.com/ICHEG. They're also on Twitter at Museum of Play and Instagram at Museum of Play Rock, ROC. So, let us move into some other news.
Here's
Uh,
one thing
good.
actually with the Strong Museum of Play. I'm a little, maybe a little bit concerned about how few games they induct a year. Which, I mean, obviously they do have to be, pretty picky, but like the National Film Registry chooses up to 25 films a year. Although, I mean, they've got, when they started, they had something like 80 years of films to look through, but I don't know, 4 or 5 a year seems like a little low
It's.
to me, at least. It
I,
seems like a little too exclusive,
I was gonna
maybe.
say I can see where you're coming from with that, definitely, but at the same time, there is a body of work, and they're at least they're doing like I thought what they were gonna do the first year was like Super Mario Brothers as a franchise. It's actually just the game Super Mario Brothers. So
Yeah.
they're not inducting series; they're actually inducting individual games, because Final Fantasy VII was up there as one of the finalists.
Yeah.
Which I'm a little disappointed it didn't make it in, but at the same time, cultural impact of the four games that got inducted versus Final Fantasy VII. So, that sounded delicious.
I'm just, kind of worried that like some games that really deserve to be remembered might get left by the wayside just because of how slowly games get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I was a little
But
curious why they did four this year over. I was six the inaugural year and five last year. Um,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of it weirdly because like the National Film Registry is about preservation. So for them, like it's 25 movies to preserve, whereas I guess with the Strong Museum's, you know, Hall of Fame, it could be more about, not necessarily preserving those games specifically, but just essentially giving them an accolade, I guess, for cultural impact or innovation
yeah,
or
I think it's more for
lifetime award.
yeah, like the actual like Hall of Fame is more for like recognition and just to really give it the heraldry that the game kind of deserves, because they do
Yeah.
a ton of preservation, and
Yeah.
and you can tell that they put love into making sure some of the machines that they get actually can be worked on. Like they have three classifications. They have the games that can be preserved and go out to be played as they're meant to be.
Yeah.
The games that are there for like scholarly purposes, like research and things like that, and then the ones that are just specifically there to be looked at. They actually
Yeah.
have a prototype asteroids game behind glass
Ooh.
up there.
Oh.
One of the original prototype uh, models of asteroids.
Nice.
It's if you're into old arcade games like I am, it's awe-inducing. It's great. So, on
Groovy.
to a bit more news for you folks. We have been very lax in covering this game, mainly because I am and I'm not a fan of the series and the playstyle, but at the same time, it's got one of the best stories of video games, especially fighting games. Injustice 2 is due out in 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks.
Sure.
'Cause I get it confused because like right after it is Tekken 7, and
Yeah.
there's like the fighting games are coming out hot and heavy now. Plus, we're expecting them fighting herds,
Oh yeah.
which I
Oh Lord. And Rev 2 comes out at the end of this month.
yes, which if you're a PlayStation Plus
Yeah.
member, you can download the free demo right now. Which I don't put demo like, oh, there's like barely anything. It's the full game
It's
with minus
yeah.
a couple of things.
Yeah. You get to play all the new characters. The three of them, I think.
Yeah, Baiken, Answer,
I can
and
answer. I feel like there's someone. Well, maybe no. I think it is just Bike and an answer actually.
actually I think you're right.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought there were three, but yeah. Injustice.
Injustice 2, they've been putting out, trailers and introducing that Brainiac is the boss of the game. The story,
Yeah.
the story is the reason I'm going to play this game.
Oh yeah.
I will not play
It's
it on
the reason I play any. Oh, I was gonna say, it's the reason I play any NetherRealm game. Not to get good at it. Not to go to tournaments. Story single player modes are just fun in these
yeah,
games.
and that's one thing. Like MKX, I liked to play on a single
Yeah.
player level. I can't grasp it on the competitive level. I've honestly stopped trying to grasp games on a competitive level, and it's actually made me continue to love video games again. So,
Yeah.
which is why I haven't touched Street Fighter V in like months. But Injustice 2,
Welcome to the club.
yes, Injustice 2 has announced its first DLC pack. Where's the button I'm looking for? There it is. Hey, courtesy of our friends at Game
Have they
Informer.
even?
Go ahead.
Quick question: have they revealed the entire roster yet? Even,
I
or are they getting a little? I feel like they're jumping the gun a little.
let me.
Because, dang it, what's this? Two. Because I know like they revealed a bunch of characters at the big like the full like the proper game reveal and stuff. Oh, I guess they have revealed pretty much the whole roster.
Yep. Yeah, they have.
So at least on yeah.
Yeah, the entire roster includes Aquaman, Atrocitus, Bane, Batman, Black Adam, Black Canary, Blue Beetle, Brainiac, the final boss, of course.
Yeah.
Captain Cold, Catwoman, Cheetah, Cyborg, Darkseid, who is a DLC bonus. Deadshot,
Pre-order bonus?
What's that?
You mean pre-order bonus for Darkseid, or like,
Yeah.
or is he like the deluxe edition?
No, he's if you go
Okay.
pre-order it at I think anywhere actually. He's the you get a code to download him immediately.
Yeah.
Deadshot,
Anyway,
Doctor
Deadshot.
Doctor Fate, Firestorm, Flash, Gorilla Grodd, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Harley Quinn, Joker, Poison Ivy, Red Hood, which we'll get to, who is one of the first 3 DLC characters they've announced in a 9-character DLC pack.
Ugh.
Which worries me because 9 characters usually means that it's going to be like $35 for all 9 characters, and you've just dumped, $90 into a game.
Yeah.
Robin, Scarecrow, Starfire, who's also in that DLC pack. I'll get to the next one in a second. Supergirl, Superman, Swamp Thing, and Wonder Woman. Now the third one that I didn't talk about because I don't get why you need to put MK characters in Injustice. I never have. I don't. So that's why I'm curious as to why Sub-Zero is on this list.
Media.
It's
because it helps them. It's just it's a thing to keep like their two properties tied together. It's essentially the equivalent of putting like Easter eggs in like let me think of a good example. Fucking like in Dead Rising, like in Dead Rising, how you can get Mega Man stuff. Like I think that's all it's supposed to be. They just don't get the whole like make it a little thing part, and they just go, yeah, we want to have an MKF reference so people know it's another Realm game. Put in an MK character.
This is this probably sounds super hypocritical of me when I'm talking about like why are characters from this franchise in another franchise when Akuma has been in how many Street Fighter or non-Street Fighter games?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a mech in Cyberbots on the Saturn. He's in X-Men Children of the Atom. And I know this sounds
in Tekken. He's showing up in games that aren't even being made by Capcom now at this point.
The difference though is that for some at least some of those there's lore to really say why he's in the game. This is just like, here, play a Sub-Zero because we ran out of ideas. When you look at the myriad of other characters from DC that you could have put in the game, and you're burning roster spots on other characters.
At least we're getting a Mr. Freeze costume for Sub-Zero.
But you couldn't put Mr. Freeze in there. That's my... Why?
No, they should have put Mr. Freeze. It would be the same thing the other way around. If they did put Mr. Freeze in, there would be a Sub-Zero skin for him.
And I'd be okay with the skin, though. But, like, and you could have put Mr. Freeze in there. You could have given him the Batman and Robin costume. Hell, Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't doing shit. He needs money. He would have done the voice for it.
Like, believe you, like I love Mr. Freeze. Believe me, I'm on your side. I wish Mr. Freeze was in the game instead of Sub-Zero, but it's not like a hill to die on kind of argument, I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. He's not going to be in the story mode.
God, I hope
he's
not.
Just an extra character people can play.
I mean,
it's the same way it was with Injustice 1 and Scorpion. Scorpion's not like the fucking secret final boss of the game.
Yeah, I will say, actually, with Scorpion, though, if you read the comics, they did actually explain how he managed to get in there, and I think they used DC's hard-on for alternate timelines.
Yeah. Which, whatever. It's fine. Oh, God.
And also, is it me, or is it on deck, or is it holding off?
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
It went away.
Is it me, or does Starfire look like Halle Berry?
Yeah. Duh. She's supposed to be banging hot. This is the comics version of Starfire, who's essentially DC's answer to X-Men's Rogue, who is there only to give guys hard-ons. Like, I'm sorry. Rogue ended up being a really good character, but she was invented to be sexy. And that's basically what Starfire is, which is unfortunate because, I'm sure a lot of us remember the Teen Titans cartoon, where Starfire was a well-developed, really good character, and like this is kind of what she is in the comics, pretty much always.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of well-developed, Suzanne and I watched the new Teen Titans animated film.
Oh yeah,
which is really, really good. Excuse me.
Nice.
The only reason I bring her into that is because it's her and Nightwing have the the love affair mid show, and it's cute watching the two
Yeah.
on screen, and then it's obviously they use that as a plot device because why wouldn't you? But do go watch it. It's up on a number of services. I think it's nothing free to watch, but still, I mean, these animators work super hard on these things, so
Yeah.
and I like a lot of DC's darker stuff, and I like a lot of their films and their TV shows, but or like animated films, I should say, because their regular films are
Yeah.
not.
Their animated stuff and their like cable shows, or I guess TV shows, pretty good. Movies are trash, but
I
it's
want.
the opposite with Marvel.
Yeah,
Marvel's movies are great. Their animated shit is shit.
yeah, like when they tried to put Planet Hulk into a animated film, and
Oh god.
and
Or
the
The Doctor Strange animated movie is so fucking bad.
I haven't
It makes me
bothered, so
angry.
thank you for
Yeah.
giving me the heads
So
up on that one.
it's
Um,
just worthless.
and then yeah, then their TV shows. Like I don't know how Agents of Shield is still going. I thought that was a one-off.
Yeah, it should have been. It should have been like 2 seasons, maybe three tops, and yet it keeps shambling on. But importantly, I sent you a link, Johnny, in the Facebook to an image,
Ah,
a
yes.
JPEG, showing something very interesting that the viewers should see.
Yes, so the video, which we won't be playing because we figured out that some people don't like us playing their trailers, even though we don't put them full screen.
Yeah,
Um, so
and it's free advertising. It's a fucking trailer. Why do it
you know,
anyway?
I'll be honest, it is only one company, and I'll call them on it because we're not that big. It's fucking Bandai Namco.
Oh, really? Bamco?
Bam,
Bamco Nandai?
yeah, Bamco claimed the last week's episode because we showed the Gundam trailer.
That's ridiculous.
We showed it.
That's
We showed it in like the little area. Oh, there's the camera. Right, just down in that area, like where the QM is.
yeah, that's annoying. But we can still look at this image,
Yes, we can.
I
So let me
think.
let me pull this up full screen so that everyone can see it proper
Yeah.
and not super grainy. Actually, let me
So
full screen it over here. There we go.
so basically, this is a promotional image that came out along with the trailer. And originally, the actual version of this image that was released is much darker. Um, Somebody took it into Photoshop and basically turned up the brightness on it. So you can get a proper look at the silhouettes in the background. There's four of them that are A, hard to tell who or what they could be, and B, I don't care who they are. There's two really important ones in the middle of each side. We
Yes.
got A, Raiden on the right, or Raiden, sorry, Mortal Kombat pronunciation.
Right.
Fucking Raiden's coming in this game for whatever reason.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's technically a god in the MK
Yeah,
universe, and with DC's love of alternate timelines, it'll be super easy to write him in and describe why he
yeah.
should be there. More importantly, the one on the fucking left.
Black Manta!
Dude,
Yes! Man in a scuba suit and a dumb helmet.
oh,
The only worthwhile fucking Aquaman villain. Goddamn Black Manta. Haven't seen this motherfucker since Justice Friends, or whatever the goddamn cartoon was called.
Super Friends.
Super
He
Friends.
was also in the Young Justice cartoons,
Oh my god. I
which
have a reason to watch those now.
oh, Young Justice is phenomenal, man.
Yeah. I heard good things about it. I forgot
Yeah, it's
to
the
actually
first two
make time
seasons.
for it.
Yeah, the first two seasons are up on Netflix. It's a great watch. I highly
Nice.
recommend.
But yeah, fucking Black Manta.
Yeah, the other four are really tough to tell who or what they are.
Yeah, there's a girl, there's a regular guy, there's the a big chunky kind of guy, and another regular-ish guy. There's two guys whose silhouettes are just not like distinct at all. Like maybe the chunky guy is kind of fuck, I have no idea. I don't know DC that well to be able to say like, oh, here's the one fat super hit villain or whatever.
Yeah, the
Could be
one
somebody
just
in power armor for all I know.
yeah, the one to the left of Raiden, like the silhouette almost makes it look like Doctor Doom, which I would laugh if that was ever a thing, but obviously it won't be.
Yeah.
Doom missiles everywhere.
But
Um,
yeah, so at least there's at least a few DLC characters coming to Injustice who are interesting. Um,
yeah, but
yeah,
like I said, what worries me is it's a 9 character DLC pack. Um,
yeah, that's just gonna it's what's gonna happen. Because it's not really about. Here's the thing I think a lot of people don't understand about fighting games and the way that monetization is evolving in them is they're online games now, which means somewhere there has to be a server that at least connects people and tracks leaderboards. And that takes power and bandwidth to run. And, occasionally you have to pay somebody to fix it when it needs an update or it goes down or whatever. Um, so basically, the thing about DLC in fighting games is it's not really that, NetherRealm or Capcom or Arc System Works, they're not trying to screw you out of $35 on DLC characters or whatever. They're trying to pay for their servers to keep these games running for years. Because that's the thing is like once you buy characters in Street Fighter, you don't spend any more money on the game. You pay your, let's be honest, $30 on the actual game when you buy it on sale, or get a used disc at GameStop. So there's potential for Capcom to not even get money out of you for the initial game. And then yeah, the only way they can keep the servers running for the projected like 6 years or whatever they want out of this game is to keep doing in Street Fighter's case, seasons of DLC characters and costumes and Capcom Pro Tour DLC. And for NetherRealm, it's going to be 9 DLC characters. Excuse me.
right.
It's just the way it is, man. You used to have to pay $15 a month for WoW. This is the same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a great point. I need to bring that bring it to that attention. I'm a cheap bastard of a gamer, so.
yeah.
And that being said, first
But
of
I
all,
mean,
Shadow Payaso, welcome to the chat. Thanks for watching the show.
eh,
Um, he brings it. Yeah, Black. I think I didn't look at the chat when I pulled it up, but yeah, Black Manta was in Young Justice, and also states that um, Young Justice was the best DC show to date. Also, one more great screen name. One moron to rule them all.
oh shit.
Says that how did they keep their server running before all this DLC bullshit? That's not the solution, dude. It's just their excuse.
They didn't really have servers before the DLC shit. Like, they came out at the same time. The first online Street Fighter was Street Fighter 4, and guess what? We got like how many editions of that?
Uh,
Um,
yeah,
Street Fighter Arcade Edition was free, but regular, Super, and Ultra. So, yeah, no, I'm still right. Sorry, dude.
um, but nevertheless, they're all at least the first 5 characters that they're releasing on this thing. I still would like to play as,
Yeah.
just amongst my friends and people that don't regularly play NRS games because there is a skill gap on those things. There is. You kind of have, like people that is like, I hit buttons, I can do special moves, and then you have just steep drop, steep spike in people that can like murder you in 3 hits.
Yeah. And like with NRS, like the block strings, um, the ridiculously long fucking strings of attacks.
Right. And then the reason I like Injustice over the MK series is block is a hold back, and it's not a button.
Yeah.
So there's at least that. Um. Deb.
Yeah. One more on to rule them all. Yeah, some DLC is definitely about making money. Um, the most famous case, the horse armor from I think Oblivion,
And
total ripoff.
Skyrim, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely like those types of DLC. I was talking specifically in terms of fighting games, and stuff like World of Warcraft, how it used to have subscriptions and
And
games that have legitimate server costs that need to be kept up. This is just one of the ways to do it.
right, and effectively that's because I know a lot of MMOs are starting to go free to play just because they're trying to compete with the player base of World
Yeah.
of Warcraft that starts and stops and starts and stops and starts and stops.
Well, it's partly that, and mostly just once one game did it, everyone had to do it,
Yeah,
and Guild Wars did it. Guild Wars went free to play, and at that point, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I can pay $60 or whatever for Guild Wars, and then never have to pay anything again. All right, I'm gonna go play Guild Wars." Um, and now like every game has to use the same model because anyone who's like thinking about playing an MMO and sees a $15 subscription fee is gonna think, I can play almost any other game for free. Uh,
yeah. Shadow Payaso says free
oh
to
yeah,
play MMOs lose their flavor after a while, becomes pay to win. After, that's absolutely true. And
yeah,
what I used to call
yeah,
Guild Wars first came out, I said, "Oh, it's great. It's a chat room with graphics."
yeah, yeah. It's one of the big like pitfalls of free to play games and free to play design is it's really I don't think it's always super intentional on the developer's part, but it's really easy to design a game that's pay to win because it makes money.
Yeah,
Oh
not to
yeah.
cut you off. One more on to rule them all. Thank you so much for slamming that follow button down below. We appreciate it. Mitch, sing to him.
Thank you for the follow. One more on to rule them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um.
Uh
So yes, Injustice is having 9 DLC characters. I am at least gonna redbox the game to start off with, but I'm gonna wait till I catch it on
yeah.
a flash sale for $30 because all I'm really interested in is the story mode and
Yeah.
playing with people that don't regularly play NRS games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Fucking I don't know. I if I was NRS, I'd maybe not be so forthcoming with the 9 DLC characters thing. Spread that news out over time a little bit.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they've been heavy on the press for this one, like just doing massive tours and then like giant info dumps. Not quite like giant the level of what we got for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite last
Oh
week,
yeah.
but there's a new story about Injustice every week.
Yeah.
Um, so moving forward into our news pit. One thing that I was kind of excited to see when I was scrolling through GameInformer.com. Thank you guys for the considerations. Um, Doop-a-doo. THQ Nordic officially announces Darksiders 3, a series of games that I was very, very happy with.
Oh yeah.
Um, Basically, it got leaked in the same way in which we got a few other. I forget what the news story was last week, but when a Korean ratings board brought out something was coming out on Steam. Um, Excuse me. Uh, it was released in a fuck. I just lost everything I was about to say. Oh, it was a retail listing. This one poises to make Darksiders more of a open world game, which
Yeah.
I'm also okay with. I believe their quote was to create a third Zelda meets the apocalypse game style. Um,
I'm into it.
so am I. And
That's Breath of the Wild in a nutshell, basically.
yeah.
So if it turns out anything like that, it'll be great. One more on to rule them all. Want to play a game for a half an hour and pay $10? We used to have to do that. It was called Metal Slug.
Oh God.
Um, yeah,
Is that?
I mean that's fucking how arcade games were back in the day.
Yeah.
Or fucking like especially that period like when like stuff like Beatmania and
Oh
DDR were really
fuck.
popular. Like arcades around here used to charge $1 some of them for
Yeah,
those games.
a, anywhere between $1 to $1.50 was accurate for
Yeah,
the B-Money games. I always fuck up their name too.
yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, with the
Oh,
season pass DLC thing, it's like games kind of have to be more expensive than they have been in the past to like continue to at least break even or potentially make money for the developers and the publishers, which is unfortunately the goal of making games is for people to make money off of them, and not just to make art. So it sucks, but it's the way things are probably going to end up,
yeah.
sadly. Um,
Open world Darksiders, not Dark Souls.
oh, did we say Dark Souls?
I might have said Dark Souls and not Darksiders, but
Yeah,
um, it was only
but
it's
yeah,
we're only I'm only
Darksiders
mentioning it's
3.
kind of a blurb thing just because I love the series because I loved like the sort of like God of War style like hack and slashes. The only thing that drove me nuts about one is it had um oh, okay, he misheard us. Thank you. Making sure that I wasn't I'm doing my journalistic integrity part here. Is that there was an element of having to aim something at things while doing hack and slash stuff, and it was maddening.
Oh man, you wouldn't like Near Automata then.
Oh boy.
You have to control the camera for like third person shooting while comboing like a character action game. Uh, it's great. You use both thumbs and like your fingers all the time.
All right. So let us move on to this is all right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not sighing it one more on to rule them all, and obviously it's DLC is always going to be a controversial topic, and
Yeah.
just
It's one of those there's like a fine line between, you know, publishers being greedy dickbags and like legitimately, like fair costs and stuff.
right.
Yeah.
So let me. All right. There's a game.
Darksiders 3, open world. We play a mage. Apparently there was a fucking. Oh wait, Johnny, were we segueing to another story?
Yes, yeah, we're segueing into
Oh,
the
okay.
story that I only half want to cover just because people like seeing me torture myself.
Uh,
There is a game in history that should not have existed, and it is called Shaq Fu. Fuck that game. So
it's
when I heard,
actually,
go ahead.
it's kind of interesting the history of the game because if I remember right, it was made by the people who made Another World, or I think that's the name of the game. I'll look it up. But like the studio that made Shaq Fu did not make fighting games. They made like platformers and like kind of interesting
Out of this world.
um yeah, out of this world. That's it.
Yeah, like the sort of
Uh,
puzzle platformers, like Out of This World and like Blackthorn and uh,
yeah,
Prince of Persia, like that style of game. Um,
yeah,
which would explain why the only thing I loved about Shaq Fu is the sprite art was great for the systems they were on
yeah,
at the time. That being said, the game was just bad.
yeah.
Which is why when I heard a couple of years ago, I thought it was an April Fool's Day joke until Shaq himself confirmed it at E3 that Shaq Fu, a legend reborn, will exist. And
Yes.
not only will it exist on a couple of other consoles, it has been announced that it is getting ported also to the Nintendo Switch, which means they haven't given up hope on releasing the game.
Uh,
Damn it. That being
I
said,
believe this one won't be a fighting game.
no,
It'll be a platformer.
this is a platformer side-scrolling beat 'em up, and honestly, this looks like something I'll play absolutely. And
Yeah.
the publisher, fuck, what was their name? I'm doing great with the Saber Interactive. They're also the people that are publishing a game called NBA Playgrounds, which looks very, very similar to a NBA Jam almost, um,
Nice.
and other co-op shooters and things like that. I actually have hope for Shag. It looks like it's going to be fun, and I will probably play it when it comes out. Hell, we'll play it here on the channel, both here on Twitch, and we'll do a let's play of it. What the hell? I'll call it now.
Sure.
Because
I wonder, because like Shaq was just on E League, um, excuse me, recently. Like I think last week. I wonder if he tried to push the game at all, like while he was on there.
maybe
'Cause
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
hear anything about it. Actually, I don't even know what the results of that were. Um,
Oh God, yawn. Good.
oh boy.
Uh,
Oh, let me look this up real quick.
all right.
E-League. Let's see. Looks like Lupe Fiasco won. To no one, I guess, no one's surprise. Um, yeah, blah blah blah. Let's see.
I admit
Eva
I
Marie
haven't.
against Shaq. I haven't watched E League at all.
Yeah.
Um, uh,
Dead Island Retro. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one.
yeah.
The Dead Island Retro Revenge. I still need to download the Arc System Works Double Dragon that they put out.
Oh yeah, that's right. That happened.
Yeah,
Um,
because I almost put the versus mode on a as a mystery game tournament item to be drawn from, but
nice. Yeah.
didn't work out in time. Uh, Speaking of E League and the game that it represents, and the game that we talked about much earlier in the podcast, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is almost upon us, and Nintendo of the
What?
UK
No, wrong. Start over.
start over.
Yeah, you said Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Did I say Ultra Street Fighter 4?
Yeah, you
I am a
did.
human blooper reel, all right?
Mistake. Fucking. So Ultra Street Fighter 2,
Yes, they
coming to the Switch.
come into the Switch, and they released all of the multiplayer and modes options. It will be fully playable in tablet mode, or I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah, handheld mode,
Undocked.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, out in the world.
Um. So yes, you're gonna have be able to play this in any mode, handheld or in tabletop mode. It's got your
Yeah.
stand. Oh, I just realized the link wasn't up. There it is.
Eh,
You have the standard arcade mode where it's you 12 stages, beat the bosses, play as angry Ryu or Ken.
eh.
Classic versus mode where they're showing off the two most broken characters in one of the two most broken characters in Super Street Fighter 2, fucking T-Hawk. Light Punch 360, Light Punch 360, I just killed you. The
Hey,
buddy,
come on! Everyone in Street Fighter 2 is broken in their own way.
yeah. Well, I mean, once tick throws were a thing, yeah, that was actually one thing that I wanted to watch, but I haven't watched the VOD of it yet because live it would have had me getting up at 1 a.m. to watch it. And that is there's a big
Ugh.
Super Street Fighter 2 tournament in Japan this past weekend.
Oh, nice.
Um, and I actually got invited to a party to go watch it, but it's like, oh, it's 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. And I'm like, I'm not young anymore, man.
Yeah.
Like, I start yawning at the end of this
Uh,
podcast for crying out loud.
But yeah, so
But Buddy
for
Battle,
play
where
modes,
it's
we've got arcade versus buddy battle out of alpha, essentially.
yes, and it's cool because you can actually co-op against things, and I'm not sure if you can do that on the Alpha 3 version or not.
I thought you
Um,
could.
you probably could have.
Yeah. 'Cause I
Uh,
remember like the big sort of show off of the Alpha 3 buddy battle is having like Ken and Ryu fight Bison and like
Oh
Akuma
yeah,
and that together.
I
Um,
think you're right on that one.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, online mode.
let's see. Let's see. Here. Honda was the best. I am actually a Honda main in Super Street Fighter. For flippers, that is. I don't know what they're actually called. The machines for player arcade. Oh, pachinko. I think.
Oh, huh.
Um, yeah, online for Ultra Street Fighter 2. Obviously, I don't know that that's anything that you could have gotten away from. I think if it didn't have
Yeah.
that, no one would have got it because that's. And then
I mean, it was in HD mix.
yeah, and then Way of the Hado mode using the uh I don't know how to
Motion
feel about
sensors
this.
in the Joy Cons. It. I feel like they put. I feel like this was the idea that they had. Like someone at Capcom thought, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool if we took Street Fighter and made like a motion activated version of Street Fighter?" Kind of like, because I mean, like the original Street Fighter, they had that idea of like the pressure sensitive buttons. So the harder you smash punch, like the harder the punch comes out.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a very like long down the line evolution of like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if to do a Shoryuken, you actually had to take your hand and do like an uppercut, and you had to do a Hadoken with the controllers. I feel like they came up with this, and somebody at Capcom used like the Street Fighter Five assets to mock up a quick little like mini game, and they're like, oh, this is really cool, but no one's gonna buy it as a standalone game. So they're like, what can we throw onto this that would be easy? Fucking, we've got HD mix sitting around. Perfect.
Yeah. And my hopes are that this will come to other systems because I do really want to play this version of the game, but I don't own a Switch, and I know somebody who does own a Switch, that being Chris at AGN here in Rochester, and he will have this game, I guarantee that. But on the other hand, I
Yeah.
also don't really want to play the game on like a Gen 1 BlackBerry of the Joy-Con.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about is it's got four face buttons and it's got two triggers, but the way you hold a Joy-Con is like the triggers are down in your palm, kind of. Like I've only held one time. A friend of mine ended up getting a Switch, so I got to like mess around with the Joy-Con a little bit. But there's not really like a good way to like get at the triggers and the face buttons at the same time.
It's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, at least for that local like two player each person one method system. I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean it's not as bad as like the Sega 3 button pad,
Oh god,
but
where you had to hit a button to change
yeah,
between punches and kicks. Yeah.
yeah, you had to press start as I recall.
Yep. Which means you couldn't pause the game either, which is
Yeah. Uh,
makes it even more
but
challenging.
yeah, so it's interesting. Like, so clearly Nintendo. I was thinking about this game before we started the podcast, and I feel like Nintendo is. How do I put this? So one of the things they mention here is that with like the online, um, is it in online or somewhere they mention they kind of allude to the idea that when you go play the game online, you should not should exactly, but you can play with somebody like right next to you, like right nearby, or someone halfway around the world. And it got me thinking about the Switch, and it's like I feel like Nintendo released. I guess the timeline isn't right, but they put out Pokemon Go and saw how like people went out and played the game and like interacted over it. Um, Oh yeah, the fucking lack of D input for Street Fighter. I'm still like salty about that.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
at this point, I use a program called DS for Windows to use a PlayStation 4 pad to play a lot of games. And like not only Street Fighter, just a lot of games in general only take X input at this point. So I have to use that to like convert it. It's a pain, but
I think the other reason they're doing that is it's probably just easier to code
yeah,
for the Xbox controller at this point. I know it's
yeah,
lame, but
in Windows definitely. It's just the controller standard for Windows at this point, unfortunately. Yeah, and it's annoying that they can't like build conversion into games or into Steam or something more easily. I feel like I want to say Steam was like beta testing a feature like that, but I haven't really noticed
I
anything
you
in
know
the
I think
options
they beta
recently.
tested that as more of a window for the Steam controller.
Oh, you're right. It was for the Steam controller, not for controllers generally.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so there's like this whole thing. Where the fuck did they say it? Uh, anyway, so my point is, I feel like they saw Pokemon Go and were like, we want to do that with every game. And I'm noticing more and more in like Nintendo's kind of advertising and just stuff that they put out. They're like, hey, take your Switch out to the park, take it, on the train to the mall, play with other people in the food court. Like it's like a feature of it's like the Street Pass thing with 3DS also. Like they're trying to push more of that, like go and play with people nearby rather than people halfway across the country kind of online interaction.
Right.
Um,
Which I'm
swear I
actually
saw something in this article and now it's bugging me.
and that thought process actually I really do enjoy because I miss like I download a lot of like party games from Steam, like things like Duck Game and Lethal League and stuff like that still have
Yeah.
like four controllers, sit down, yell at each other, shove each other, break beer bottles over your head, do what you got to do. Like that's one of the things that I love about like like the old GoldenEye was like somebody yelled at each other, "You're a dirty screen watcher," and like fist fights would ensue, but you'd be great afterwards because it was just part of the game.
Yeah.
Which why I love that there's that game on Steam called Screen Watchers.
So yeah, here it is. I don't know how I missed it 12 times in this fucking article. Whether you're at home, in a cafe, at the park, or even on a train, Nintendo Switch lets you unleash classic Street Fighter gameplay at a moment's notice. Um, like they're really pushing that take it on the go angle of like take it out in the world and play it out in the world.
Yeah.
Um, like even with this article about Street Fighter where they don't really need to say that necessarily because it's supposed to be about the game, but they're kind of pushing Switch features even with this. But yeah, Ultra Street Fighter 2, it's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
it is, and I want to play it very badly, and I'm just gonna have to wait for it to show up at my local game lounge.
Yeah.
Because there's if there was more stuff on the Switch that I would want to play, I'd go get a Switch. But right now, the only thing that I would want to play on there outside of this is Breath of the Wild, and I already bought that on Wii U.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I am. Like if I'm gonna get another console anytime soon, it's like honestly, like if I was gonna get another console this year, it would probably be a PS4 Pro. And my roommate has a PS4. Um,
Yeah.
it's literally just to the point where like I want to have a PS4 to bring into my room because he has been playing Persona all the goddamn time for the last 2 weeks, and I can't touch the PS4. Uh,
I mean, it's
but
a
yeah, I don't know. There's just not enough stuff on the Switch right
yeah,
now.
like
But it is encouraging to see like Ultra and Shaq Fu are both coming. So
and a lot of other companies are starting to really like dig behind the Switch. So it's for it being one of Nintendo's best console launches in ages. The number of units sold, um, oh, that's a hang on from Macedonia. Oh, okay. so I can't really afford to buy.
Damn.
So I don't think this is very fair with all the exclusive shit that comes out. Yeah,
Yeah, it definitely kind of sucks.
and especially when
A lot of
like
the people who bought like the Xbox One, you know, really unhappy right now. Uh,
yeah, and here's what
just
people ask me about the, especially with Ultra Street Fighter 2, is like, hey, what do you think of this game? I was like, it being a Switch exclusive is going to fucking murder the game.
yeah,
Like, because if you're
yeah.
just gonna put on
There's
one
not going to
system,
be a huge scene for it.
no, and especially like yeah, they're making Hori is making an arcade stick for the Switch, but there's only one USB port on the dock.
Yeah. Oh man, that's one thing. Actually, that reminds me. The fucking PS4 made me mad the other day because I found out the standard version only has the two USB ports in front. PlayStation, you know better. Fucking my Nintendo Wii U has four USB ports. Two of them are in the back. Why? Why Sony? I mean, apparently they put one on the back on the Pro, but still, like they shouldn't have made that mistake in the first place. That's just weird, especially with fucking the 500 gigabyte hard drive, which at this point, if people are go all digital with their games, it's not fucking enough.
No,
So I right now I can't have like two fight sticks plugged into my roommate's PS4 unless I disconnect the external hard drive. That's just dumb.
I mean, I will
But
say
yeah,
I
it
believe you can use like USB like hubs and stuff like that and still make it work. Because I think that's we actually had to do that because we had USB shit hang out of a system at one point.
yeah.
Um, but
But yeah,
yeah,
yeah, exclusivity is kind of a pain in the ass. Just I mean, like this last few months with how many games came out on the PS4, like it's been pretty rough for Xbox users. Uh, and yeah, stuff like Ultra Street Fighter 2 is not going to have a big scene of players because it's only going to be on the Switch, which limits its audience. Um, and just generally, it's an expensive hobby, and it doesn't necessarily need to be playing video games. But
yeah,
yeah, there's only so much we can do about it.
gotcha. Well, that's actually gonna bring us
Yes,
to the end of the news.
huzzah!
So we're gonna
I mean,
take. Go ahead.
we do have Ed. Ed, you
Oh,
remember Ed?
yeah, I do remember Ed. I forgot we haven't covered Ed yet. Um,
We can go quick. Ed, he got fucking big. Um, but at least they didn't change his name this time.
oh, that's right. The leaked images of Ed. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's got a very kind of British boxery look to him. Um, but yeah, Jesus Christ, he got huge.
Yeah, where is it? New images of Ed. Okay. Oh yeah, no, he got. I actually haven't seen the. Oh, I don't like. I don't.
Gains.
I don't know if I care for the art style.
Yeah, I mean, he is ostensibly working for Shadaloo, so it kind of makes sense for him to have that sort of
He's got the doll hat on.
military-esque.
He's got the doll hat
Eh,
on.
no, it's not a doll hat. It's got a bill. It's different. It's not like a because the dolls wear like I can't remember the name of them, but they're like Navy or Air Force style caps. His is just a really, really dumb like it's like the same type of hat as Bison's, but the actual crown isn't big enough, and the brim is or not brim, the bill is kind of dumb, and it's a goofy looking hat, but it is technically different. I like his gloves. Like they have a nice old school sort of like look to them, at least. Not a
Yeah.
fan of the belt. Does he have a weird little cape on? It looks like
Uh, yeah,
oh,
it
is
does look like he sort of has like the shoulder pad thing.
oh okay. I see what's going on now. He's wearing sort of like a trench coat style coat, and it's got like the little shoulder back cape, but it's like really weird looking because it's so tight around his waist. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not in love with the character design, but it's not the worst I've ever seen.
I think I'm reading through some of these the Twitter reactions um,
Yeah.
from let's see here's Ed from Street Fighter V newest DLC character. That's pretty much in line with all the other Street Fighter characters. Unimpressive and disappointing. Kenny Omega says, if that's what I'll have to settle with, catch me in 6.
Oh, damn.
Savage. What a lame
Oh.
design. Somebody said, ew, is this real? Somebody replied, I wish it wasn't.
On the plus side, there are some people who just don't care.
Yes. That's it. The next series of tweets. I thought it was a skinny kid. Shrugs. News character is leaked. He sure got jacked in, well, no time.
Yeah. That's what I said. Fucking gains.
He's
Kid
been
got huge.
Thank you very much.
Literally, not only did he get. Oh,
sorry. Yeah.
Thank you for joining more on Drill Them All.
Yeah.
528.
I was gonna say, if you're in Macedonia, that's God. Macedonia is like Greenwich Mean Time +3.
Jeez.
Oh heck!
Yeah.
Thank you for staying up with us, man.
Thank you for joining us. Oh wait, that was the
wrong patch. Sing to him.
Thank you for joining us.
All right, man.
See you next time.
Rest well. Hope you catch us again soon. If not, the VOD will be up on YouTube on Tuesday as well as here for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't. No, that's got to be a. Hang on, that's bugging me. It's a doll hat. It's the fucking shit that Junie and Jury wore.
No, it's not. I'm telling you. You can look up pictures right now. It's Julie.
Okay.
Yeah, see, theirs is a completely different style of cap. It's like all cloth. It's basically kind of folded. Believe me, I wore one of those in ROTC. Like, I remember what they look like.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, his is a different type of cap. It's still dumb. It is a dumb hat. Like, it's dumber. It's dumber than the doll cap, which is at least a real style of hat. This is not something anyone has ever actually worn. This is like I said, it's like Bison's hat, but the proportions are all wrong and backwards and stupid. Yeah.
All right, well, after all of that, we're going to bring the news to a close, and we're going to take a short little 2-minute break. And then we're going to play through a couple of the inductees into the World Video Game Hall of Fame in Donkey Kong. And then after I get unbelievably frustrated with that, we're going to take it to Fightcade and play some World Warrior Street Fighter 2.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we will be right back in about 2 to 3. I need to use the restroom. So does Mitch, I'm sure. And it's like 150 degrees in my office. So expect the hoodie not to be there. All right, we'll be back, guys.
Eh.
All right, Hungry Ones, we are back. Actually, I'm going to put my face cam up in this thing.
Let me see a beautiful face.
There we are. Hey! All right, so the first inductee in this year was Donkey Kong, so we are going to... Actually, no, let me put Mitch up in here.
Eh. Look at my ugly, terrible face.
Do, 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 do. Window capture. Where did you go? There you are. Or wait, what is the... Dad blame it. Overlay. How do I have you captured? Oh, it's display capture. Okay. So I don't have to eat up RAM space.
Man, remember when you had to beat fucking words? Oof. Yep. Remember when you had to like beat this game for Donkey Kong 64 to get one of the golden bananas?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was some bullshit.
Yeah, because as we're all going to find out, this game is not as easy as anyone gives it credit for. So let's insert a few coins. Now, this is being played on MAME. I do own this on a number of other platforms. But as you can hear kind of in the audio, it's the same audio emulation, and it's asking us how high I can get.
Oh, dude. Give me a 12-pack of brewskis and a couple ounces of Yukon Gold. I can get crazy high. So, I wonder if the barrels, like, are there patterns to the way, like, the barrels move? Like, if a barrel does one thing one time, will it do it every time? Oh, no, they're random.
No, it's, yeah,
sometimes they go down a ladder, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a way to tell, but I haven't... I'm not, one of the King of Kong types, so I can't really...
Yeah.
Speak one way or the other. It's a great documentary, though.
Those good old sounds. Oh, wow. Nice. Nailed it.
I practiced a little bit before we played this. Oh, don't spawn there, you dick.
You son of a bitch. How could you do this to me? Your flamey little body.
Don't. Yes! Whoa, you fuck!
Ha-ha! Random number generator.
Yeah, this is when the RNG gods were not friendly people.
The RNG giveth and the RNG taketh away. Yes.
Game over, man. Game over. All right. Oh, name entry. No.
Jesus Christ.
Your name was registered.
John Jimmy Denman.
Actually, that's exactly what it is. It's John James.
Son of a bitch. John Jimmy. That's it. That's all I can call you now.
I'm John Jimmy. All right. And I'll go
I
with
have to say it like Captain Mal. Or yeah, at least Nathan Fillion. Fucking John Jimmy. Oh man. There's this podcast I used to listen to called Nice. Good jukes. Oh, ha ha! Ladders are unsafe, my friend.
that is the RNG god saying, yeah, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
You were saying though.
Yeah, so there's this podcast I used to listen to called the Thrilling Adventure Hour. And occasionally Nathan Fillion, you were screwed from the moment you were born. The entire universe came together to this one moment just to kill you.
Continue talking about Nathan Fillion. It makes me less angry. Fuck.
He had a character, on the show called Cactoid Jim, King of the Martian Frontier. who it was a total obvious parody of his character on Firefly. Um, and he used to talk like that in kind of a very affected Western sort of way.
Okay.
It's basically the end of the story. Yeah. And just saying your name like that, John Jimmy, reminded me of that. By the way, if you guys out there in the world haven't listened to the Thrilling Adventure Hour, it's really good. It's very funny. Um, he's a good show. It's basically a take on old timey radio shows done by like comics and improv actors and stuff. Um, it's a scripted show,
Greedy.
just to be clear. And I brought up improv. Yeah, dead. Going to heaven though, getting that Halo.
Hey,
That
that's how we can.
Bayonetta
That's
can
how
still
we can
suck.
cover Halo for the instead of playing Halo on the channel, be like,
Hey,
he gets a Halo. Look, Halo,
yeah.
Halo.
He doesn't afraid of anything.
Oh, double barrel.
Nice. The elusive doubled barrel. But a little bit of late breaking news. Apparently, because board game adaptations of video games are kind of a very mostly miss, occasionally hit business. Apparently, there was a Street Fighter 2 board game back in the day. Dark Souls recently got a board game adaptation that was not
Yeah.
super well received.
Oh, it wasn't.
Um, well, here's the thing: it's got like random damage and stuff.
Oh.
It's based on like card draws. But the thing is, mechanically, Dark Souls isn't that random. It's extremely deterministic.
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah.
You're right.
In stuff like damage values in the game are always the same. Every time you swing your sword at something, it's going to take the same amount of damage. It's not like most RPGs where you get a range of like you could do 30 to 50 hits, damage per hit. The sword does 120 or whatever. And
Right.
everything is just determined by, armor and like whether you got like a counter hit or stuff like that. So people were a little unhappy with the Dark Souls board game. Oh, Johnny. Whew.
Shit.
Oh, fuck. Into the flames. Into the
okay.
fire and the flames.
We carry on. So far
But yeah.
away, we
Wait for the day, yeah. Anyway, but in contrast to the Dark Souls board game being, I don't know if it's actually bad or not, but I know it's not really super representative of what the game itself is about. Ha ha! Hammer cannot save you from flame. Overgame. So man, this is fucking brutal. You can't continue from the same level with another credit. John Jimmy.
Hey, I got the high score though.
Hey. Fuck, where was I? Oh yeah. In contrast to the Dark Souls 3 board game, the Bloodborne card game is extremely well received. People like even non-Bloodborne fans, people who just play board games are like, this game's really good. And next on the sort of chopping block for board game adaptations of video games is everyone's favorite sweary. Oh shit! Yeah, you were done.
Yeah.
You were done before you even knew it. An adaptation of possibly the most well-known, probably the most popular, and certainly the most Twin Peaks ripping off sweary game, Deadly Premonition.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
That's a game of innocence, incrimination, and murder. Which is all I can say about it because I went to the homepage of the. There's a YouTube video that's like 1 minute long, extremely teasery, no information about the game, except a URL which goes to www.deadlyprem.com and gives you a splash page honestly not even a very good splash page, but a splash page saying Deadly Premonition, the board game, and a nearly invisible countdown clock. Um, that is currently sitting at 1 day, 20 hours, 13 minutes, and 40 seconds.
Why?
So
Why the game wasn't even good?
Tuesday. So Tuesday, we'll find out what's going on. And come on, man, it was okay. Yeah, it wasn't good, but it was a game. It has a reputation. If anything, like that, that's like the perfect game to make a board game. Oh man, I did not think you were gonna make that. It's like the perfect game to make a board game. Oh, getting fucking. Either you're getting good or you're getting. Oh, there it is. You're getting
No,
cocky, kid.
yeah, that's exactly what that was. It's like, I should be able to make it.
Eh. I mean, you were doing good, like
I know.
just up until that last one. You were doing well until you died. Um, but yeah, fucking. If anything, Deadly Premonition's like the perfect game to make a board game out of because it's a low bar. They don't have to like live up to a Bloodborne or a Zelda or a Street Fighter. It's just, hey, let's take this quirky, like it's a cult game. That it's got a fan base, but most people would agree it's not a good game. It's an interesting game, but yeah, let's take this quirky little game that didn't do super well sales wise. It's mostly considered kind of an oddity. Um, yeah, I don't know what you were thinking there. Uh,
I I was going to jump over him, and just as I was about to hit the jump button, he started walking backwards, and I'm like, oh, and then he turned right back around again.
yeah,
Some of that Pac-Man level shit.
yeah, good old Pac-Man.
It's okay. I'll get an
But,
extra. I'll be having an extra life in a second.
uh, but yeah, I mean, I can see like Deadly Premonition makes sense for a board game because there's no stakes. If the board game isn't very good, that's okay. Like the the original wasn't that good either. So, well, that you killed a guy. So they can they walk across those little gaps? Doesn't
I don't think so.
seem
Oh,
like
this
it.
is fucked.
Do they have any like chase? Oh, go get it. Do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Finally. Level 3, here we come. Love
Aw.
conquers all.
Oh, Princess
Until,
Daisy.
that's Pauline, dude.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. His ex from before. Oh my god. That thing had it out for you.
So did that one.
Perfect.
Speaking of perfect, I
Golden
think after
Girl.
this set of lives, I do believe that we should move on to some.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Some Street Fighter.
Yeah. Oh, that was weird. My fucking stick. My stick was behaving very strangely. Like it got stuck in between two of the switches.
Ugh.
Yeah, I might have to take a look at that later. All right, so
Is
let's.
that the one you put the custom actuator in?
No, this is. I put springs in. I put new springs in both of my sticks. The one I'm using now, I put the 2-pounder in.
Oh, okay. I thought you had gotten an actuator too for some reason.
I was thinking about it, but
Maybe.
it's not. New actuators are really weird to get used to.
Yeah.
All right, so let me fire up Fightcade here. Fightcade.
Good old fight game.
We may be the only two people playing World Warrior.
Eh. Oh man, I was really hoping. Like, I just scrolled down to it, and yeah, it's empty. I was really hoping they were gonna be like, oh wait, Chafarete. Maybe somebody's just waiting.
Let's see. But yeah, I was kind of hoping like, oh, there's gonna be like 20 people in here because there's always some weirdo.
Here we go.
Setting buttons.
Yeah, I gotta set my buttons first. Plus, I'll make the game window. Oh, World Warrior. 8 characters.
Good times. Oh man, that means I can't play. Oh fuck, that's right. So my first Street Fighter game was, I think, Hyper Fighting, probably. Because I have very specific memories of like the first character I ever played in Street Fighter 2 when I rented it on Genesis. Was Vega.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen him until Champion Edition, which will. Whoa! What?
Oh,
It opened. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it opening it? Oh, my MAME is still open. That's why. All right.
Teacherino.
Oops.
Well, hello, Onyxgers. Oh, god damn it. Quality troll, Nick. Top Keck.
Ah.
Good lulz. Damn. You got me.
I feel like when we put in talk show as the item, like what we're playing, I feel like that it attracts this sort of thing, which I actually it's kind of funny.
Yeah. No, that one got me. I'll admit it. I'm smiling. Good one, Nick. Quality shit post. 8 out of 8. I rate it great, mate. Be like me a good pastorino once in a while. Ah, shit.
All right.
Here we go.
Here come that challenge. Oh shit, what up?
Oh god, that boy. Catch me in Street Fighter 2. How about that?
Catch me inside. How about that?
Oh my god, this character select screen.
Oh, wow. Fuck, this is taking me back.
Yeah. God damn. I'll play my second character ever. Dalsim.
Oh, look at how slow this is.
Oh, wow, this is slow. Jesus Christ. Shit. Oh, my, that got me stunned? What the fuck? So another thing I distinctly remember about playing at least hyper fighting back in the day was I don't think I couldn't do, you know, a Hadoken to save my life. I think if I remember right, I don't think I even remembered I never figured out how to even do kicks. Oh my god. This is gonna be rough. Shit. Yeah.
If you want, we'll re-challenge, then I won't be Blanca because he was
Blanca your main.
He wasn't necessarily
broken.
A little bit of both. Like this is one like like Kian and I'll show you something. When I get you in a throw like that, if I Blanca ball right after as you're landing, it's unblockable. There's no throw teching either.
Great. Oh, great. What the fuck? I'm getting some really weird sound issues.
From me or from
From the game.
Oh, weird.
Huh. Oh well. My kid
be,
ain't perfect.
it's either that or the ROM might be like one of the old dumps of it.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
I just walked under your fucking Tatsu.
Apparently. Yeah, there it goes. It's like when the music speeds up or something. Oh, apparently I can air recover in this game. That's different.
Yeah, I think it's a bad dump.
Yeah. Oh, well.
If
Got
it
a
was-
round off you, at least.
Yeah, you did. Well, it's still round 3. Oh, shit. Hey, you won an air-to-air battle.
For once. Okay. Wow, there's air recovery in this game. What the fuck is this? Is this anime? This is an anime game now. I thought, is this alpha? What's happening? Is this Guilty Gear? Oh god. Well.
Do you want to move on to Champion Edition so you can get some Vega action in?
That's okay.
All
We
right.
should preserve the integrity of seeing the preservation of this whatever the fuck this is. It's important to understand history. So send me another challenge so you don't have to be Blanca again.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask if that was what you wanted
I
to
mean,
do.
we only did 2 fights. Like,
Yeah. Hey, Ricardo Vader,
Oh.
jump back in.
I feel like there's a lot of people who probably play the more popular games and then like they just always have an eye on that list. Like, oh shit, like they play Super Turbo, but as soon as they see somebody jump into like Champion Edition or Hyper Fighting or something, they're like, oh shit. Does she have the lightning legs in this game? I don't even know.
Yeah, but the window to like actually make it work was stupid.
God, I cannot get like any of her moves to come out.
I can't remember if Spinning Bird was a charge in this one or not.
Oh my god. What is this anime bullshit? Not a charge move?
God, why? I can't get SPD off.
Oh, the difficult inputs. Oh god. Yeah, I don't even know why I jumped in. Oh god. Well, there we go. Ah, fuck.
Hey, there it
I
is.
went for a grab. God damn. Ugh.
Oh, oh,
I
oh,
don't even-
oh.
I wonder if Chun-Li even has moves in this. Because I am trying so hard just to get anything to come out.
Oh, I couldn't move forward when you did that. Oh, what?
Hey!
Wow.
Random damage. A classic element of Street Fighter 2. Sometimes a hit does shit, and sometimes it does tons of shit. I'm the strongest woman in the world.
Hey, I gotta look up her move list.
That
Ghoulie.
man, he is so goddamn ugly in this game. Holy shit.
I'll look up the moves.
Oh,
This way.
okay. I finally got a spinning bird kick to come out.
What?
Oh, did your game crash?
Yeah, it froze. Oh, wait. Oh, we're back. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. What the fuck? You won on your screen? What the fuck? Okay, we desynced or something.
Yeah, let me, are you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Re-challenge. No, it for some reason, MAME opened up a ROM. I forgot that it didn't close out, so...
Oh, okay. Weird.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, like I looked over at the Hangouts window and saw like you had won the round, and I'm like, that's not happening on my screen. What the fuck? Here, we'll give good old Honda. Electric Honda. Oh.
The double sweep.
Ah, damn. Jesus, when the music speeds up on this on mine, it gets like fucking crazy and weird. Like it freaks out a little.
Wow,
I've
the
got.
hit. Oh, there's the back fist. That's right, he didn't have the knee in this one yet.
Oh god.
Yeah, the music glitching out on mine too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yay. Hold down back, don't hit buttons. Now you're playing Street Fighter. Ugh.
Ah! Not like I can tech anyway.
I don't know how to do any of my other moves.
That's all he had was
Oh, yeah.
the headbutt and the hand
The
slap.
headbutt?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I have to mash one button for the. Oh my god. I apparently just threw on a medium punch. Interesting. Honda. Can't you do better than that?
The move list I just looked at says that Chun-Li has her fireball, but she didn't have that until hyper fighting.
Huh. I mean, I couldn't get it to come out, so. Whatever.
Yeah, because you didn't have that until hyper fighting, because in hyper fighting it was a half circle.
Oh. That explains some things. I was just trying charges with her. Oh. Oh god, I love how like my body literally changes shape during that animation.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do a custom. Oh my god. Ugh. They couldn't animate it custom for each character. They're just like, yeah, one flaming guy, it's good enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they couldn't really have really deep sprite counts for characters.
Yeah. Not like nowadays.
Yeah. That was supposed to be Yoga Flame. Oh, good timing.
God damn it.
Tick throw.
Oh god. Am I dead? No, now I'm dead. God damn.
God, this thing was...
We are...
This is broken, dude.
This is jank as fuck. Why did people ever play this game?
Because we didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta name. Oh, there you go.
There we go. I was too slow. Play it here. USA.
Round 1. Oh, whiff. Oh, yep. Wow, one Shoryu stuns me.
Oh my god, wow, the slowness of the turnaround. Jesus. Oh my god. How did that fucking miss? Like my jump in. Oh my god. The autocorrect. Like your character does not turn around for fully like at least half a second after like someone passes over you. That's crazy. Oh, the fuck. God, I cannot get a Shoryu to come out to save my life.
The input window for that was...
God.
Wow, I am...
Off. Finally. Oh, seriously? That's your fucking grab range?
It's dumb.
That's
It's
bullshit. That's stupid and bad. Goddamn. Wow. Fuck history, man. I should have put Super Turbo in.
Want to?
What is this fucking game in the...
Oh, in the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame.
I mean, we can. I will happily, like... Let's move this up to fucking hyper fighting or something.
Yeah, let's put hyper fighting in.
Is hyper fighting the actual name of Super Turbo, or am I just misreading?
Oh,
this?
no, if you're looking for Super... Oh, fuck. What? There we go. Super Turbo would be Super Street Fighter 2 X Grandmaster
that's
Challenge.
right. Super. Okay, that's why I was confused.
Yeah, no, hyper... It went Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street... I'm sorry. Yeah, I even fucked that up. Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 X.
Okay. Yeah, the way, because Fightcade's alphabetical, so I just saw like a few versions of Street Fighter 2
Yeah.
that are all just, yeah. I didn't see the super versions. So I was like, what the fuck?
So we're playing hyper fighting then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, want to make sure so I'm setting the right
Set
buttons.
this up real quick. Oh, yes. Mother flipping buttons. What? Oh, yeah.
That is one of my favorite songs from a video game. I said map game inputs. Oh, they're over there.
Metal Gear. Yeah.
World War II.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West.
I hope everybody enjoyed watching that hate crime briefly on my screen.
Oh, yeah.
Super Street Fighter 2 Prime Hyper Fighting.
Yes.
All right, issue the challenge.
I accept your challenge.
Issue the challenge. That sounds like one of those like bad emo metal bands. Like,
Oh, God. Verb the noun. Fuck.
yes.
It's a convention or something a girl's name.
Yeah.
Fucking killing Hannah, saving Sarah, whatever. It's verb the noun or noun verb noun were the two big ones. You know, ugh. August Burns Red. Yeah, characters, choices. Woof. They get looking rough. Balrog.
Oh, okay. This is the U.S. version. Oh, it's so much faster.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, wall jumps. And I didn't even mean to... I don't even know how to do a move.
He's all charges.
Wait, Vega's charges now? Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, it's down charge up kick is that thing.
Oh god. Ah, shit. I was parsing what you said to... God! Balrog, stop! Why? Oh, okay.
And then punch when you're close, I believe.
Yeah.
If you're too far away, it just does the claw dive. What
Oh
the
my god, his face.
What the
What is
fuck?
wrong with his face?
He's an alien!
It must have been... It must have been like... To, Oh, okay, cool.
And if you're close enough, it does I think if you hit forward and then punch, if you're in the right range, it does the drop.
Huh, but it only works apparently when I'm close to the corner.
Yeah, you have to have a corner to jump off of. If we're like
Yeah.
half screen and I scroll the screen forward, you lose something to jump off of.
Makes sense. Hey, all right.
Trust me, I played against I played enough Vegas to know that that's something that you need to avoid.
Oh, hey, the slide. Oh, it's just my heavy. That's right. Oh, what the fuck? Do you have priority on wake up?
I don't know. This is before I actually paid attention to those things in fighters.
Oh, God.
Oh right, he didn't have the shoulder in this one.
Damn.
I keep trying to do his like the shoulder butt move that he. Oh my god, the face.
Oh man. Oh yeah, they clearly, wow. They must have changed it like to avoid copyright or something. I forgot to coin up.
Oh yeah.
Man, that really is just straight up Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
absolutely is. Complete with a tooth gap.
Let's give Sagat a shot. Give Sagat a shot. Tiger. 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 Oh my god. Sagat's baller.
I just woke up into media. I hate that.
Oh god. Ah, god damn it. Fuck.
God, the alien face.
Man, it's bad. Well, this is fair.
Ow, why is my dash not working? There we go. There we are.
Sagat is balanced.
Oh, the fucking alien face.
How do I... Okay, I did the knee once. What the fuck?
Oh, we're desynced again, aren't we?
Again? God damn.
Why? That's weird that keeps happening.
Yeah.
I wonder,
had that
like...
problem before. Oh, Johnny. Oh no, you're still there. Okay.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay.
So, fucking Sagat's projectile is pretty legit.
Oh yeah, absolutely is.
Fuck. Who else to play? Chun-Li. Actually, here we go. Good old hyper fighting colors.
Yeah. Gave him my
Yeah,
favorite.
this is definitely the first I played. Because I remember Dalsim looking like this. How do I... How do I do Yoga Fire?
Quarter circle forward. Punch.
Huh. That's weird, because I keep getting Yoga Flame instead.
Yeah, you might be doing a little bit more, because Yoga Flame is half circle forward.
Oh, huh.
That didn't work. What? Logic. Oh,
Yeah, a winner is me.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Good
ooh.
old Dalsim timer scam.
Yep.
Okay. Jesus.
Damn it. Up and up. Oh, God.
Damn it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there goes the music.
God, Fightcade is just doing all kinds of fun things today. God, all I have to do is hit you once. There we go.
Ah, finally. I would have been embarrassed for you if I had gotten that comeback.
That would have been like the dive kick incident all over again. I would have rage quit, only to come back and lose.
I thought I was the one who tried to rage quit dive kick.
You did, and I was saying I could do that. For the users that haven't seen it, it's a highlight that we have up on our YouTube page of. I was up 4-0 in a round of dive kick after being just decimated all evening long. And Mitch unplugged his router in order to do that. Rage quit.
And then I plugged it in too quick again.
Yeah. And all of a sudden comes back just in time to lose.
Yeah. God, what the fuck? I was... Okay. God.
Rage on that is silly. Oh!
Damn.
From behind.
It's like the music speeds up and then it keeps speeding up as it plays or something. It's weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since oh my god, he's so ugly.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him yet.
That's true, we have not.
Let's play little M Bison. But yeah, fucking Super Turbo should be in the Strong Museum, not this other weird garbage.
Yeah, I think it was just for the... Oh, God. He's bad in this one. I forgot about that.
Bad as in, like, good,
to fight
or
it,
bad
to
as in he's bad?
To fight against.
Oh. Don't worry, I don't know how to do anything except the scissor kick.
Psycho Crusher is scissor kick with punch.
Oh, okay. That's easy. God damn it, I wanted to throw. Yeah! Oh, sweet blue sprite.
Yep. And yeah, head stomp is down charge, up kick.
Oh.
I got the fireball out last second.
God damn it. Oh. Interesting. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, the music's just, like, freaking out.
What?
Okay. I guess, sure, why not?
What? What?
My chest looks like a bull. Get lost. You can't compare with my powers. Yeah.
It is time.
Bison.
It is time to show you the most broken version of Blanca ever created.
Oh, boy.
Because this is the first one he had the up ball.
Oh.
That has hitboxes all the way down, by the way.
Is that my regular? Oh, okay, that's just my regular. I'm dealing with him better than I usually have. Oh, God. That was dumb. Why'd I do that?
The cross-up Blanca ball.
Yeah. We desynced again.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah. Well,
That's
shoot.
fine.
Yeah, we got a good look.
Yeah, we got a good look at the Street Fighter legacy itself.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut back to the overlay here, and
Especially like the really old Street Fighters.
yeah,
World Warrior, fucking the other one.
the only one we didn't get to was Champion
Hyper
Edition,
Fighting.
which, I mean, Hyper Fighting was basically Champion Edition. They just added a couple other things. People got new moves like the up ball.
Yeah. But yeah, good old man, Street Fighter 2. What a broken mess.
Yet it started
I know people
so
still
much.
love it, but yeah. From humble beginnings,
Correct.
we eventually rose to Street Fighter 3, the peak, and then kind of made our way back down to
5.
5. Yeah, I mean 4 was good.
4 was just really too execution heavy for my tastes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's
I
complicated.
I liked playing 4 against people that didn't know how to play 4, but knew how to play Street Fighter.
Yeah.
We the citizens of the moist garbage tier. All right, so Hungry Ones, that has been the live cast for May 7th, 8th, 2017. If you have not yet and you're still watching, hit that follow button down below, slam it down. If you're watching this on YouTube on a Tuesday or later than that, if you want to binge watch us, that's a day. Or put us on in the background at work. We just banter about things.
Yeah.
Slam the subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us on our social media outlets. That's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Quarter Munchers. Until then, I am Johnny.
And I am Million.
And the arcade is closed.
Goodbye.